I'm going into Hopkins Chocolate Cave now. I just wanted to show how it's sunny where I am. Well, mostly partly cloudy, but there's fog. So that's over towards the east. So that's still the Lava Beds National Monument. And then over here, that's also east. Very thick fog. We got below freezing. There was freezing fog everywhere. And then over there, that's to the north. That's towards the Tule Lake Wildlife Refuge. They got lots of freezing fog last night. So I hope you're a good driver. Or just wait until noon to go driving anywhere. All right. Actually, here at Lava Beds, it's not foggy. So yeah, the roads are fine here. A little bit wet, but no ice. All right. Just like a lot of these tourist caves, there's a ladder to go down inside. That's basically the difference between these tourist caves and non-tourist caves. If it wasn't for this ladder, you basically have to climb down on these rocks. That wouldn't be so hard. So that's the way into Hopkins Chocolate Cave. Before I do it, I just want to show you the upper end here. So this is the way to Garden Bridges. I'm going to do Garden Bridges on a separate video. Well, technically this is Chocolate Bridge. Oops. Oh, hello. Hold on. Okay, well, nothing up here. Okay. Interesting. All sorts of little nooks and crannies. Okay, so where was I? Oh, yeah. Hopkins Chocolate Bridge or something like that. Notice there is a trail. At least part way. Yeah, but it keeps going. There's like 10 bridges in a row. So I'm gonna do the bridges later. I think they close in the summer to protect the bats. So I definitely want to do it this winter. Notice there's a little puddle of water here. I think last time I was here in the winter, it was frozen over. That's kind of cool. There's officially no surface water around here. At least not year-round, but obviously that's an example of some surface water right there. It's like the only place around here that an animal could get a drink. Huh. Yeah. Too small for people down there. But something. I just did Golden Dome, which is the next cave over. So these two are similar. They're obviously in the cave system, same cave system. This, I think Golden Dome is wetter. That's why it has more of that bacteria. I'll take a look. I haven't been to Hopkins Chocolate in a while, so it's a good refresher. It's an easy cave. It's a nice cave. Notice here, they piled up the rocks out of the way. Be curious if they have any pictures of what it looked like. See, they basically made a trench through here. Like I said, it'd be nice. I wonder if they had a picture showing what it looked like before. Because you probably had to crawl over the top or something crazy like that. I'm sure it was fun, but definitely easier now. So look at this. In Golden Dome, there wasn't any of this bacteria near the entrance. It was too dry. But here we got some of that silver-colored bacteria right at the entrance. Look how wet it is in this cave. Wow. And same thing, look at the floor. Those dark circles, that's where water has been dripping from above. It doesn't have to be rain. It could be just dew or frost melting. Get in here. All right. Here's some historic graffiti. Looks like, yeah, looks like they wrote on it and then the bottom half broke off. It's like missing. Can't quite read what it says. I think it's the name. I think it's Hopkins Chocolate. Interesting. Wonder what happened to the rest of that sign. It's like there's an animal nest back in there. And then the ceiling's peeling away up there too. Ceiling's peeling away a bit up there too. Wow. All right. So there's the only way out. Make sure you don't lose track of the way out. Otherwise, we'll make fun of you. All right, here we go. What's funny, this cave is rated hard, and I think the main reason is because the ceiling is low in a lot of places, so you have to watch your head. Which is funny because Mush Pod is rated easy, but it's got some really low spots too, so yeah. They really should rethink how they labeled these caves. But, oh well. Like right here, I'm standing up and looking straight ahead. So that ceiling there is only about 3 or 4 feet tall. Okay, maybe 5. So it says in the map that you have to stoop here. Huh. Yeah. Little dome on the ceiling here. Golden Dome has a lot of those. So check it out. They want you to stay on the floor here because you see where people have been walking, it's just bare dirt. But if you look at the side, 1, you can see the rock is rougher. People haven't worn it down. And 2, it's got that gold-colored bacteria. The right side's even better. Look at this. Got some very sharp rock back there. Lots of that gold-shaped bacteria. So definitely stay on the trail here so you don't trample this stuff. Looks like there's a way over there, though. If I want to pan up, look at this pretty ceiling. Wow. Let me go over to the right so I can scroll left and you can see all sorts of weird colors here. Notice the trail that's obviously artificial. They cleared a path so you don't have to trip over all these rocks. Climb over this breakdown. Oh wow, it looks like there is a tube back behind there. You know, on the way out, I might check it out. Climb over the rock pile here. It's another little dome, cupola, whatever you call it. Now look at this. On the floor here, it's like 3 feet tall. And then above here, there's an upper level. A little bit too hard for me to get up there. It's a dead end. And if you're feeling really brave, you could crawl along the floor over there. But on the way back, I'm going to just try to go over the top here of this breakdown pile, see if there's a tube back there. I looked at the map, but I didn't memorize it, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of caves around here. If I lived around here, I'd try to do like each one every 3 months, get it memorized. But yeah, I don't really live that close. Notice, check it out. This is a pillar. This is a welded rock. So let me pan up. Here's another cool dome shape in the ceiling. So now I get to decide, do I want to go right or left? Looks a little easier to the right. And I'm very lazy. So here I go to the right. Oops. See, it's shaped. It's downhill now. And I can't stand up. I'm on my knee. All right, there we go. It's just under 6 feet tall here. I can't quite stand up straight. Very steep cave. Wow. Oh, wow. Looks like I'm gonna have to crawl here. I think it's only temporary. But before I do that, oh wow. Yeah, I just don't have to. Look at this. See, the wall has that gold shaped stuff, gold colored stuff. But look how rough it is right here. It's almost like a honeycomb. Okay. So let's see if I can stoop through here if I need to crawl. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to crawl. This is gonna be a little work. Oh well. It smells weird in here. Okay, well, I can stand up. Now look, the tube keeps going ahead, or you can go there. It's like 15 feet up there. Good luck with that. And then same thing here. This is the way I came. But up here, this should give you an idea how far underground we are. Wow. Spooky. Alrighty. But here, now that where it's really dark, really wet, look, you got all this gold-colored bacteria growing. Just like Golden Dome Cave, which is the next cave ahead, by the way. Huh. Notice how smooth it is on the left. Wow. Here's another tall spot in the ceiling. Holy cow. It's like 10 feet up there, as opposed to the rest of the tube here where, you know, this might be 8 feet here. Notice here, the bacteria is only growing along the crack, where it's extra wet, I guess. Same thing here, you got that growing back in the crack. Of course, here it's growing almost everywhere outside. I mean, on the wall. Not outside the cave, obviously. Outside the cracks. Wow, so much prettiness here. The first time I was here, I had a cheap camera. I didn't have a gimbal. I didn't even try to shoot videos. I just put my camera on a tripod, shot some pictures. But it was just cliche, basically selfies and, you know, like one picture per cave, because I only had so much time. Look at this. There's a way over there. Oh, wow, that's a serious crawl. Wow. Yeah. Wow. They get smaller and smaller. But other than that, gold stuff everywhere. Just like Golden Dome Cave. Nice. Okay, there's the way out. Look at the ceiling. Crazy. Oops, I want to go backwards here. When I go backwards, I especially don't want to fall backwards. I have to be super careful. What's weird, it's like a big clean spot. What happened there? No moisture, I guess? I don't know. The floor is much smoother here. Here's another place where the ceiling bulges up. Anyway, the floor is much smoother here, but it's obviously going downhill still. So there's downhill. Here's directly forward. Here's another place where the ceiling is extra tall. It's a very pretty cave. Personally, I think this one's easier than Golden Dome, except for that little crouching I had to do. Well, look how bright it is here. Ooh, Oh, weird. It looks like people have been writing with their finger. See how there's dark spots here? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Those look like fingerprints. This is what I was warning about in Golden Dome. Golden Dome is much more pristine, but for whatever reason, the spot right here, at least one person decided to be reasonable to vandalize the cave. It'll take like 100 years for that to grow back, you know. The ecosystem in here is very, very slow paced. Just not much energy getting in here. So that's the way I came in. This is another way, maybe. I'll check that on the way out. For now, I'm gonna keep heading down. Look at the ridges here. This is natural. Like little fins. Notice how it's mostly silver, not gold colored, as opposed to Golden Dome. For whatever reason, there's an arrow pointing out. Like that's hard to figure out. What's weird? The cracks up here, it's shaped like kind of like the letter A. Obviously that's natural though. That gold is growing by the crack, and then away from the crack, it's more the silver stuff. And then of course the rock itself is gray. Here's another place where the wall sort of has ridges. See, here it's more of a brown color. This is how Hopkins Chocolate Cave got its name, because it's brown. Chocolate brown. Huh, nice. Nice big room here. Let's see here. Yeah, see here it's just sort of brown. I think that's just the rock and maybe some dirt. I don't think it's anything growing. But yeah, for whatever reason, the rock here is chocolate brown. Interesting. If you look up there, there's a little bit of an upper ledge. And there's another place where the ceiling's almost 20 feet tall. Like it inflated, kind of like a big bubble. Notice the floor here is covered with mud. Now, I didn't come here to crawl through mud, so if it gets too much harder, I'm going to just turn around. If you look at my older videos, I was a little more thorough. I had a smaller camera, more energy, more motivation. All right. Here's another place where the ceiling sort of has ridges. Excuse me. The floor is going down, but the ceiling is going down. So it's roughly parallel for now. See, like here, right on the crack. Right at the crack is where that gold stuff is growing. There's a lot of it over here too, just not as obvious. Yeah, there's a little nook back there. Too small for people, but maybe animals could get back there. Of course, I have no idea how many animals come this far. I don't think this cave has bats, at least not this time of year. So that's a dead end over there to the left and to the right. So this is one way that a lava tube can end. It's basically the floor is flat and the ceiling comes down and meets it. The end. Obviously the tube used to go farther. Like I said, the next one's Golden Dome. I don't remember how much farther Golden Dome is from here. Probably 10 feet. All right. See, it's not as obvious, but there's some of that gold-colored bacteria here in this cave. If it was everywhere, it wouldn't have been called Hopkins Chocolate Cave. Notice I'm standing up here, but I have to stoop down. That's funny. I saw that shape on the wall. I thought it might have been a bat, but it's just a funny shaped rock. I haven't seen any bats today. That's suspicious. Well, this is only the second cave I did. I did Golden Dome and now this one. I want to do it. I think I'm going to do Garden Bridges. But I don't really have time to do a big one. The catacombs itself will take me a full day. So I'll have to save that for another trip. The catacombs is open all year round, so there's no hurry for that. I mostly want to do just the stuff that's different in the winter and the summer. Either it closes in the summer or something like that. Yeah. After crawling and stooping, standing up is like a good ergonomic break. So. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. I came from the left, right? So I haven't gone to the right yet. I don't want to miss my chance. So I'm going to go ahead and go back here and see if there's anything interesting. I don't remember if it's a parallel tube or a dead end or what. Oh, yeah. So it gets smaller and smaller. It might connect, but I'm very lazy. Notice how smooth the floor is, though. Oh yeah, this is a dead end for people, but look at this. It gets smaller and smaller. Rats and so on could obviously get back there. Question is it a dead end or not? That is a darn good question. It's funny. X marks the spot. Okay, there's the way down to the end of the tube. Here's the way back up and out. Boy, the ceiling sure is pretty here. Yeah, so here's another spot. People have been touching the ceiling. Like out there, it looks like they did their fingers on purpose. But here, it's worn down. That might be just people bracing their hands on their ceiling or hitting their heads on accident. Wow. See, here's another spot. Look how shiny it is from people touching it. Oh well, at least the damage is localized. Okay, I came from over here. Looks like, oh, I think I already looked over here. It's a dead end. You know what? Remember where I just showed you? It gets too small for people. $10 as it connects. I bet it goes through there for real. Cool. Yeah, I already looked back here. Remember all the pretty color? Ooh, there's a clean spot. Here's that part where there's a couple upper levels. See if I can get up here just a bit. It's a little bit smooth and slippery. Yeah, I can't really go any farther. It's not safe, but if I was feeling brave, I could probably peek up there. But I'm pretty sure it's a dead end, so it's kind of redundant. All right, there's the way I'm going in just a minute. Here's the way I came from. There's that other upper level. So what I need to do is just hire a couple of cheerleaders to throw me up there. Be like, rah, rah, whee. Sounds like fun. Okay, now's the part where I sort of have to crawl through. Notice how it suddenly gets steep here. A little bit, not super steep, but obvious slope. All right, so I'm gonna take a little ergo break. There we go. Notice up here, there's none of that golden color, gold and silver colored bacteria. It's just bare rock. So yeah, it's worth it to go to the hard part of the cave, see the good stuff. Here's a welded rock. I can go right or left. It's easier to the left. Oh, I didn't even notice that on the way in. 1892. Wow. This is 2024. So, okay. What is that, 130 years? Wow. Can't read the rest of it, it's getting worn down. Huh. All right, well, anyway. I do like the pretty rock out here, though. Fascinating. Okay, so now we're about this part where there's a trail, but I think there might be a side passage. So here's the trail to the left. What I want to do is go over here to the right, over this breakdown pile, see if there is another tube over here that I can fit through. Yeah, there's definitely a tube. The question is, how hard is it? You know what? This could be too hard with this camera rig. Yeah, I doubt it goes very far anyway, so I'm gonna forget about going back there.